Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. So today I want to talk about some of the best VPNs that you can use to bypass any blocks. So let's say you're on a network that doesn't allow for VPNs, or you're maybe in a restrictive country, or if you just want to make your device undetectable by using a VPN. Essentially, you want to use a good VPN, and so that's why I've tested over a couple of dozen VPNs, and I've narrowed it down to Express, Nord, and Surfshark as the best overall. Of course, they all vary in budgets and features, so you can pick and choose depending on your situation and what you're looking for. Now, VPNs can be blocked by websites, online services, governments, and ISPs, which limits access to certain resources. You can use any of these VPNs to bypass these blocks. So, for example, if there's a website that's not available to you because you're outside the States, well, you'll be able to get access to it if you just connect to an American server and then visit that website, because your internet will think that you're now in the States. So, for example, I'm in Chicago right now as far as my internet is concerned, or as far as my device is concerned. If I, let's say, change to Phoenix, you'll notice that my location will change to Arizona if I check on my IP address, which of course makes sense since I'm connected to the ExpressVPN Phoenix server. Now, the reason I chose these three VPNs is because they have obfuscation as a feature. Now, obfuscation will essentially obfuscate and make it look like as if your traffic looks like any normal traffic, and it hides the fact that you're using a VPN so that the service that you're trying to access doesn't block you from accessing that specific service. A lot of times you might see that with streaming services, because if a streaming service knows they're using a VPN, you're most likely not going to be able to watch anything. So you need proper obfuscation, and all these VPNs do have just that. Now, if you're having trouble, you always want to try switching protocols. I always recommend automatic. If you're one of those that are having more trouble connecting to VPNs than others, just always keep it on automatic. That'll be your best choice. You can also try different servers in different countries if you notice that you're having trouble connecting. But 99% of the time, if you're using any of these VPNs, you will be undetectable. As in, even if your ISP looks into your data, first of all, they won't be able to know whatever it is that you're doing online, not your ISP or government for that matter, or any other outside party, and they won't be able to know that you're using a VPN in the first place. And the services that you're trying to access won't be able to tell that you're using a VPN thanks to these VPNs' proper obfuscation. Now, if you're interested in any of them, you'll find everything you need in the description down below. But for a quick recommendation, I would just go with Express if you're looking for the easiest and most reliable and consistent VPN, especially when it comes to accessing foreign content. NordVPN will be the best well-rounded option that offers a bunch of bonus features for a very reasonable price, while also having the biggest number of countries at 111 as opposed to ExpressVPN's 105 and Surfshark's 100. And it is the fastest VPN in the market today. Not that much faster than Express though. It's about, I would say, 5 to 10% faster than both Express and Surfshark. So if speed and features are your priority, go with Nord. Now, if you'd like the best budget VPN that gets the job done at the cheapest possible cost without sacrificing any of the necessary features that you get with more expensive VPNs, then Surfshark is your best option, especially that you'll be able to secure virtually an unlimited number of devices with just a single subscription, which makes it a great value VPN. Not just that, if you go for the higher tier plan, which is the one plan with Surfshark, you'll be getting ID protection features, a fully fledged antivirus, as well as a VPN and a safe search feature, and just overall features that contribute to your cybersecurity and safety. And all of that still costs less than the standard plan with NordVPN. So if that sounds good to you, then Surfshark is a great option. So that'll be it for this video. Again, you'll find links to pricing, discounts, and full reviews in the description down below. And if you end up picking any of those up, you want to make sure that you're going for the right plan, because out of curiosity, I did ask Express and they mentioned that a lot of people end up spending more money on the monthly plan as opposed to the yearly or 6-month plan, because people think they're not going to need the VPN for longer than a month, and that's why they go for the monthly plan, but they end up needing it for longer than a month, and it keeps resubscribing with this very expensive rate. So unless you know you're not going to need the VPN for longer than a month, then go for something that saves you more in the long term, especially when using the link below. And either way, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee for all of the VPNs in case you change your mind. And again, the discount will also apply to the other VPNs if you end up picking any of those up. Besides that, comment below if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer all of them. Like and subscribe if you'd like to support the channel and stay up to date with everything VPNs and cybersecurity. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.